Niharika, good afternoon, ma'am. How to deal with negative labels or blames, some of which can be true also from person you have loved a lot and the relationship ends on a bad note. So, first of all, understand, Niharika. When a relationship ends and especially on a bad note, there's a lot of back and forth happens, and there's a lot of mudslinging that happens, and there's a lot of labeling that happens, right? Now, some of them may be true, some of them may be not. So when you feel that some of the labels which are not true for you, just drop them like hot potato. Don't take the rejection personally. I'll tell you why. Because a lot of times when people reject you, they don't reject you as fully. They reject a part, a habit, a behavior, a trait of you. So it's not the whole of you that they're rejecting, that particular area that they are rejecting. And it's okay. You see, in the world, not everybody should like you, and it's not possible. And unless you let go of somebody, the new one will not come in. So it's a circle of life. Okay, and it happens with everybody. At a new level, you will have a new kind of a person coming to you, and that person will have a different set of understanding for you. The second thing, that the labels that you're saying, that some of them are true. Okay, that's a good one. First of all, pat your back, because you have taken the feedback and you have understood that this label could be true about me and this is what I am. Now what you need to do is you need to simply go back and focus on that label and see, what about this label I am keeping for myself? How does this label serve me? Like if somebody has given you a label of you're not available. You're not available for me. Okay? So being not available for somebody, or you're too needy. Like you see, there are labels that are probably in the relationship you get. Sometimes you get like you're not available emotionally, or sometimes you get you're too needy, you're too clingy. Now if you're seeing that is a label which is true for you, you go deep into that label and you ask yourself the question, to keep this label on me, what is it that is this label serving me? What is this label's positive intention? Because you see, every behavior has a positive intention, whether it's a good behavior or a bad behavior. So it has got a positive intention, and that positive intention can come from a space of either significance or coping up with a stress. So the behavior or the label that you have within yourself, how does that make you feel significant, or how does that make you feel that you're coping with the stress? How did you develop it in your space? And how can you let that go? You are my student and you know how to work on this, right? And you're now on higher levels of the program. So I'm with you. So once you do this diagnosis, once you identify this, come back to me and tell me what exactly have you identified. Why have you kept those labels with you? And when you identify it yourself, I will help you to get rid of those labels. So when you get into the next relationship, you go with a fresh perspective. You don't go with that label, you don't go with that behavior or the trait which is detrimental to your relationship, and you change yourself. It's as simple as that. Life is work in progress, Niharika. Even when I'm giving you the advices, I'm not perfect. And every single day I'm looking at my labels that I give to myself or somebody has given to me, and I check. Because the one thing that's in your hand is constantly checking your beliefs and your conditioning that doesn't serve you. And how can you eliminate it? And how can you recondition your mind for better conditioning, for a better beliefs that can help you to grow in your life? Yeah, so let's work on this together, Niharika. How to control anger? Megha Saxena is asking how to control anger. Okay, so my take on anger is very simple, Megha. Anger per se is not a bad emotion. Every emotion, in fact, for that matter, sadness, grief, anger, guilt, shame, they all in a healthy amount are very good emotions that helps you to drive to become a better person. But when you have an uncontrollable anger or any emotion for that matter, always remember the anger stems from unhealed pain. So there is a deeper pain inside you that triggers the anger again and again. And most of the times this comes from the space of injustice. If you have felt injustice in your life, some time back, and that is not healed yet, and it's still pretty much inside you, and every time when you're on your own, you go back to that moment and you keep thinking about that injustice that happened to you, or maybe there's a possibility that there is a constant injustice happening to you. If that is not happening, that unhealed injustice might trigger the anger even with the smallest of triggers that come in your life. Like it develops your perception that people don't trust you, people don't love you, people love somebody else more, or people give opportunity to somebody else more. I'm always at the receiving end, and why me? And all of these questions, when they come in your space, the smallest of the triggers can produce greater angers. So what you need to work on is that trigger, maybe whatever is the immediate trigger that needs to be sorted, and then really go back deep down and see what is the injustice that you have felt in your life. And you got to heal that injustice with the help of various modalities that are available to take care of your mind, to take care of your mental health, and take care of your emotions. And you will not feel anger. Then you will be able to, let go easily. You will be able to take care of yourself better. You will be able to look at the situation in much deeper and much different way. I hope that helps.